So today has been the most interesting day yet. You can probably tell by my face that it's been quite sunny today and we have spent most of it outside. So we decided that we would cycle into Timaru. I managed to persuade Mark to take his swimming kit with him so we could go to the swimming pool as well. The reason I wanted to go there was because they have a 50-metre outdoor pool and swimming is my thing. We walked from the campsite down the coast path to the beach, and we were going to go along to the lighthouse, but honestly I was walking for an hour and a quarter and I was crying with the pain when I got back. Really upset about it. Sometimes feel like a 90-year-old, my flipping knees, so we decided today that we'd use bikes. I sort of feel like I'm a bit more on uneven ground with a bike, and I know that I'm not going to have as much trouble with it, so that was good. The bike route is a bit like the train tracks. It takes you through the sexiest part of town, and we ended up right in the middle of the port, the container port, and had to find our way out of that and into the centre of town. But when we got there, Timaru's actually got a beautiful beach, and the reason it has that is because of the port. They built the port on, and what that does is that catches all the gravel on the beach for around the corner, and the sand has formed a beach behind it. Cycling to Timaru. Beautiful day today. Managed to persuade Mark to cycle to Timaru and go for a swim and cycle back again. We spent a couple of hours in the pool. A really nice facility, and it makes Invercargill, which is actually quite nice, look a bit dated, and it isn't. It must be really new. It had a 50-metre outdoor pool, all lanes, and it just people swimming up and down, and then a couple of indoor pools, hydro slides and all that sort of thing. And so I had a whale of a time. It was actually good to get back in the pool after 3 weeks out. The eye is looking pretty good. There is there. Stitches are out and it's healing nicely, and I don't have any issues with it now, so that's nice. From there we went down into town, chained the bikes up onto a fence, and then took a stroll around town. Found a place to have lunch, went and had a look around their museum, and then we cycled back along the coastal path. That was amusing because apparently part of it got washed away, and we didn't know that, but we ended up on a beach and we wondered how on earth you're supposed to get back from there. You ended up having to cross the train tracks and you ended up in the cemetery. Well, we came from there and this is the path. It's rather unique. When we cycled to Timaru, it took us through the cemetery, and we thought that was a bit strange and it didn't seem right cycling through a cemetery, so I got off and pushed the bike. But we found out that later about the bit of the path being washed away, and the council decided they were not going to replace it, so they just make everybody cycle through the cemetery. When we got back to the rowing club and the bridge where our campsite is, we decided to carry on and cycle to the lighthouse, which we had tried to walk to, but it was too far and it was giving me too much knee pain. Got to it on bikes in no time at all, and back again in no time at all. Some nice views up there along that path. But I'm sorry, there'll never be Southland, and Riverton Rocks is always going to be better. It's a bit flat in Timaru on the coast. And then when we were coming back along the river, there was 3 singles boats out from Timaroo Rowing Club. It's a really short stretch of water that they have there. They didn't take too long at all before they got to the break, and then they had to turn and come back again. Bit boring.